Hello, welcome to In Studio. I'm Ian Butterfield. This video is an extract from one of my recent live streams where I explained how to use diffusers. And I want to deal with the idea of shooting in sunshine and how we deal with that particular problem. And we deal with it by use of open shade. Particularly, I'm thinking about portraiture here, photographing people. One of the things that's often said is that, oh, it's a lovely sunny day, that'll be great for some photos. No, it won't be, because what happens is your subject gets dazzled by the bright light, you get horrible shadows, and you need to deal with them. So in actual fact, overcast days are much, much better than sunny days for photographers when it comes to working with available light outside. You get a lovely uniform light that's very, very flattering to that. And none of those harsh shadows, none of those sunken eyes that you can get. And I'm going to show you some examples of that problem in a little bit, but first of all, let me just show you some examples of the use of open shade in various different contexts. If it is bright and sunny, try and find those shady areas. Now, by shady area, I mean something like the side of a building that's in shadow, not under dappled trees where the light's uneven. You want that flat lighting. Here, I can show you an example. This was in Tunisia, and this is my wife Anne, and this was a very hot, bright, sunny day, but instead of photographing her in the sunshine, I photographed her against a wall that's in shadow, and you can see the lighting on that is much more flattering. It's not a flat light as such, although this is fairly flat on here, but it's a lovely flattering light. It's a soft light on that. Another example here, this is in Jordan, it's actually a place called Little Petra, and it's inside a Bedouin tent. And again, what's happening, although it's a bright, hot, sunny day with very harsh sunlight, we're inside a tent, and that tent is diffusing the light. It's softening the light, so that it's a much more even, much more gradual transition from shadow to light on the subject there. And then outside, this isn't in shadow as such, in shade as such. This was just an overcast, cloudy day, working with model Rihanna Gray on there. There was no, there really was no, there was no direct light that day at all. It was just plain white clouds, and it's quite flattering to people like that when you're shooting in those sort of conditions. And again, bringing the two together, this was a cloudy day and it was shady, again in Rome here with that. So look, those are sort of locations to look for when you're out just using available light. Now, what do you do if you can't find a shady location? Well, this is where a diffuser comes in handy. And if you use a diffuser, it acts like that shadow. Now, the diffuser, you saw the photos of that 5-in-1 I had up earlier, basically is a thin material which lets most of the light through, but it softens it. It's like the front of a modifier in a studio light on there, and it makes the light less harsh. And you'll find actually that most reflectors have got this option to take the cover off, and what's underneath is the diffuser. And this 5-in-1 that we're giving away certainly has that capability. So you will get a diffuser. Whoever is the lucky person on the giveaway will get that. One thing to be aware of, though, when you do use a diffuser, you're likely to lose 1 to 2 stops of light. So you're going to have to well, if your camera's calculating the exposure, fine, it will compensate for it. If you're calculating it, you will need to take your meter reading with the diffuser in place, or you will have to compensate for it, because it's 1 to 2 stops that you will lose on there. So here's the problem. Now if you have a look at the image up here, what you will see is those sort of panda eyes, those dark sockets of the eyes in there, those harsh shadows, the harsh shadow underneath the chin. It was about midday when I was shooting this. That's without the diffuser. But if I put the diffuser in, you can see now with this image, it's much more flattering for our model, for our subject there. It softened the light and it looks like it's one of those shady day type shots. Here's another even starker reminder. This is actually shot just outside the studios. I think the wall is actually the front wall of Rick's studio. And here you can see those horrible shadows under the eyes and the sunken eye sockets. It's really not flattering for our subject. But if we put the diffuser in, calculate the exposure again, it's a much more even light, it's a softer light that works so much better for portraiture. So that's the sort of thing that a diffuser will give you. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Up here is a playlist of other videos similar to this one. Here is a video I think you will like, whereas over here is one that YouTube thinks you'll like. Until next time, keep making great photos. Bye for now.